First place, Texas Rangers. Let's go, baby. Woo! Yes, 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 yes. Listen, I came in a little hot, and I apologize if you were not ready for that kind of action, but, I mean, you just got to get up. You got to get excited. The Texas Rangers are now 14-7 after just clobbering the competition. It's been a hell of a week. It really has. I hope you've been watching the games because, you know, we mentioned in the last show, they were playing the Royals, they were playing the Athletics. I was like, hey, they got two easy series. Can they just, you have to keep your foot on the gas. You can only play who they put in front of you. Yes, the Royals are not a great team, and they got swept by the Rangers. They were in Kansas City. Rangers went up there, beat them on Monday night 4-0. Tuesday night 12-2. Wednesday 12-3. Handled business and just got out of town and back to Texas, where they took on the Athletics, which the Oakland Athletics for now, they will be the Las Vegas Athletics in the near future. I think 2025, if that's the last report that I was looking at. They're already talking about a stadium being built behind kind of where Park MGM is in Vegas. Looks awesome. A nice little area, something you could walk to if you want to go to a game and you're on the Strip. Very excited about that. But Oakland, they come into town, they win Friday night, 5-4. Then the Rangers just take them down to Pound Town, 18-3. Adolis Garcia shoots out 3 bombs. 3 bombs. Phone's going crazy. I'm at the bar. I'm like, what is happening? But it's against a bad team, but let's not sleep on 3 homers in a game. Alan sent me a fun fact. You know what? I've skipped over this in the past. I'm not going to skip on it today. He goes, I got a couple of fun facts for you. Garcia is the first player in MLB history with 3 homers, 2 doubles, and 8 RBIs. Another fun fact is he is one of 2 players with 8 extra base hits in a game. The other player is Josh Hamilton. Now, I will leave out what we call Josh Hamilton in parentheses. If you want to know what that is, check out Strikeout Beer, 7 p.m. Central Time, the live show, this upcoming Wednesday. 2 days from now, I'd like to say happy Monday real quick to you. And so, as the Rangers, I don't know if I mentioned, the Rangers won yesterday to finish up the series 5-2 against the Athletics. So there you go. And like I said before, if you're listening last week, they were playing just not great teams, right? And you can only play who they put in front of you. But you have to win. You have to win these games. These are the ones you must win. Because the season's going to go on for, you have 140 more games. And if you let the easy one slip by, it's going to make the season so much more difficult. And we will be talking about where the Rangers are ranked in hitting and pitching here in a little bit. But let's take a look at the upcoming opponents. Rangers have to go up to Cincinnati. They got the Reds tonight at 5:40 p.m., and then they're going to stay there for, game Tuesday, game Wednesday. Now, the Reds are struggling, to say the least. They're 7-15. They have 6 straight losses. 3 of those were shutouts. They only have 2 wins in the last 10 games. So you're looking at another team that is just performing poorly. The Reds, I don't know if they were predicted to be this terrible or if they're just playing bad. I don't know what is going on with the Reds right now, but I had high hopes when the season started, and they are fading quickly. After the game on Wednesday, Rangers come home. 4 games against the dreaded New York Yankees. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Now, I'm probably going to have to hit up one of those games. Lizzie's a massive Yankees fan, so I'll probably pop into one of them. I don't know which one. The Sunday one looks phenomenal, though. 135 pitch. Very interesting. Now, the Yankees are a little bit better than the Reds. 13-9. 5-5 in the last 10 games. So you're going to have some difficulty with that game. Like I said, you have to get your wins while you can. If you could sweep the Reds and you can afford to give up 1 or 2 against the Yankees, they're pretty much matched perfectly for the Rangers and vice versa. They're both. I will say this, though. I'm going to give the nod to the Yankees because the Yankees are in the AL East. And the AL East is absolutely banging right now. We'll talk about the standings at the end of the show. Let me take a quick drink. Now, back to some stats, okay? Because I think we talked about the Yankees and the Reds and blah, 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 blah. Let's go, all right? Now, Adolis Garcia, he's got to be the player of the week for the team. I mean, listen, there's other things that contributed, but, I mean, when you have someone hit 3 home runs in a game, it's, come on, just give him the player of the week or something, player of the weekend. So he's leading the team in home runs. He only has 7. 3 of them are hit Saturday night. So, but he's got 28 RBIs. He only bats .250. But he's making it count. You got Jonah Heim, he's right now batting .315. Simeon, .298. Jung, .272. Mitch Garver, he's .263. Grossman, .208. Nathaniel Lowe's .256. Duran is .263. Miller is at .200. You don't want to see anybody get below .200. You just don't want to see it. Now, there is a couple players that have that, but then they have limited at-bats, limited games, things like that. I mean, for me personally, I don't like to see anything under .250 because that's when it makes me nervous. I get extremely nervous when you see a batter start entering a slump, but it is the beginning of the season. We're 21 games in. We're just seeing some fireworks. I will say this, with Garcia hitting those 7 home runs and having 28 RBIs, he has quite a bit more at-bats than the rest of the team. Nathaniel Lowe and Jung, along with Simeon, they're the only 3 that have more at-bats than he does, and it's, 6 more, 4 more, 1 more, and et cetera. So, looking forward to that. And then something else I was talking about, how they're complementing the pitching's complementing the hitting, and the hitting's complementing the pitching. This is the first time I've seen this in a while, maybe because I haven't looked it up. I don't know. But right now, the Rangers are ranked 6th in the MLB. In MLB overall in hitting. That's phenomenal. I can't remember the last time I saw something like this, and it reminded me of 2010. Again, 21 games in, I understand. But you get excited. You have to get excited. And then here's something else that should blow your freaking doors off. They're ranked 5th in pitching. It's unbelievable. It really is. And that's when I bring up the 2010 vibes. When I bring up listen, I know this is going to hurt. When they were in the World Series back-to-back years and 1 strike away in each of those, they were 1 strike away in each of those World Series visits from winning the whole freaking thing. Both years. And they had pitching. They had hitting. They were like, it was such a great time for Ranger fans. The city was electric. And now here you are again, top 5 for pitching, and you have 6 for hitting. Obviously Tampa Bay is number 1 in both of those categories, and, they have been on a tear. Now, I do want to mention, no, I don't want to mention it. I don't want to jinx myself. I'm not going to mention it. We're not even going to discuss it. All I'm going to say is let's go Rangers. All right, on to, let's do some injuries. There's only a couple. So injury updates, the 10-day and the 15-day IL. Mitch Garver, mid-left knee sprain. So he's likely out for 5 to 6 weeks. That's according to Bruce Bochy, which is fine by me, to be honest, because I like Jonah Heim, and I got Jonah Heim in the, the old fantasy league. So, but right now it's TBD for him to come back. It's not, there's no specific time, and you're going to let him, Let's see, they sent him for an MRI exam and revealed a mild knee sprain. So he's just each day it's gonna be day to day, but let's keep it TBD for now. Okay. Corey Seager, left hamstring strain. He's gonna be back mid-May. Now this is according to just projection. Hopefully, when you get a hamstring issue, it takes a while. You don't want to come back too soon. Take your time type thing because you'll re-aggravate it. The way the team's playing right now, you don't really necessarily need him, but you want him because you paid him all that dough. He's a superstar player. You want him around, right? And then you have the 6-day IL. It's nothing but pitchers. Spencer Howard, right shoulder impingement. It's TBD. Jake Odorizzi, right shoulder fatigue. He's not coming back till 2024. He's out for the rest of the season. Glenn Otto, sprained right shoulder capsule. Late May at the earliest, so you're probably going to see him in June, July, maybe even after the All-Star break. You got Brett Martin, left shoulder, and he's going to be mid-2023, probably June, July, maybe after the All-Star break, and that's it. I love that this injury list is so freaking small. Like, if you follow the Rangers for any significant amount of time, you know that this list just balloons. It just blows up. It's crazy how often the Rangers have to fight injuries. They not only did they have to fight bad pitching over the years, and the heat in July and August, but then injuries and it's just everything's going right for them right now. I'm actually going to get a little knock on some wood, just because I don't want to jinx anything. Everything's going great. Do not pull this episode up when something goes wrong. Be like, look, you jinxed us, you jerk. Don't do it. Don't want to hear it. Don't care. Okay, we're just all along for the ride. So we're going to round things out right here with the standings. The Rangers, they're 2 games up on the Astros. So 14-7, Texas Rangers. Astros are 12-10. Angels are 10-11. Mariners are 10-11. Athletics are 4-18. So the division's got a little bit of competition in it. It's not terrible. You see some other divisions that have like sub 500 teams, but they're like, so sub that they're 350, 318, 238 teams. And then, like I was mentioning earlier, the Yankees, right? They're 13-9, but they're like in one of the toughest divisions in the league, AL East. AL East is on fire. You would think normally the Yankees, the Red Sox, the Blue Jays. No, everything's been flipped upside down. The Tampa Bay Rays are 19-3. 19-3. The Orioles are 14-7. The Yankees and the Blue Jays are 13-9. Red Sox are 12-11. No one is below 500 in that division. That's when you go up and you look at the their rankings right now and their winning percentage and things like that, their standings, and you notice that there's not a sub 500 team in your division or a person you're about to play. You're like, they're playing against some really tough teams. It makes me want to flip over to the National League just to kind of see what's going on, but National League looks a little bit balanced. You have bad teams and good teams in each division. The only thing that I would say comparable to the AL East is the NL East. Everyone except for, the Nationals. Nationals are in a cellar, 7-14. Phillies are close, 11-12. And then everybody else is, well above 500. So that's what the Rangers got going on right now. And like I said before, you have to beat the teams they put in front of you. And especially the easy teams, you got to collect those wins. Another one in the dub, another dub. And then, that way you can afford to maybe split a series with a tougher team like the Yankees. So that's all I got for you this week. I hope you have a phenomenal Monday. And, let's go Rangers.
Let's go Rangers! Let's go Rangers! Let's go Rangers! Let's go Rangers! Let's go! Let's go Rangers! Let's go Rangers!
Thanks for listening to Strikeout Beer.